Good morning, grade 12s. We are still under calculus. Well, our topic for today will be sketching the cubic function or sketching the graphs of calculus. We say this function is a cubic function because the highest power of x there is 3, hence we say it is a cubic function. Well, we have to follow the steps when we are about to sketch the cubic function. Well, the first step of sketching the cubic function is to find the y-intercept and x-intercept. Remember, even on functions, algebraic functions, we first determine what the y-intercept and x-intercept. Same applies to the cubic functions. You have to find what the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now, the second step of sketching a cubic function, you have to find what? You have to find the stationary point or the turning point. Now, stationary points and turning points, they are the same things. So be careful of that word. Stationary points, they simply mean what? They simply mean find the turning point. So the second step is to find what? The turning point. And the third step finally is to what? Is to sketch your function now. Now let us sketch this function. You are given f at x is equals to minus x cubed plus 5x squared plus 8x minus 12. Well, remember the first step, it says to us find the y-intercept as well as the x-intercept. Now remember, to find the y-intercept, you have to let what? You have to let x is equals to 0. So y-intercept, we have f at 0 is equals to minus into 0 cubed plus what? Plus 5 into 0 whole squared plus 8 into 0 minus 12. So we have what? We are going to have minus 12. So our y-intercept, we have 0 is to minus 12. This is the y-intercept. That is the y-intercept. Now remember, to find the x-intercept, you have to let this to be equals to what? Let f at x is equals to 0. You let f at x is equals to 0 now. X-intercept, f at x has to be equals to 0. Therefore, you have what? You have minus x cubed plus 5x squared plus 8x minus 12. Now we are dealing with a cubic function. So we have to find what? We have to find the factor of this. What do we mean when we say a factor? It simply means the value of x of which, when you are going to substitute it here, it will make this function to be equals to 0. That value of x of which it will be minus 2. When you substitute minus 2 here, you get what? You get 0. Let us check. F at minus 2 is equals to what? Is equals to minus into minus 2 cubed plus 5 into minus 2 whole squared plus 8 into minus 2 minus 12, which is equals to what? Which is equals to 0. Therefore, x plus 2 is a factor because f at minus 2 is equals to 0. X plus 2 is a factor because f at minus 2 is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Look at this now. It's plus 2, not minus 2, because when you are going to substitute there, you are going to substitute what? Minus 2. So if 2 was a factor, positive 2 was a factor, that simply means we would have said x minus 2 is a factor. But we said when you substitute minus 2 here, you get 0. Therefore, it will be x plus 2. Same applies to what? Same applies to 1. If when you substitute 1 here, you get 0, that simply means x minus 1 will be a factor. So, in other words, we now have what? We now have 0 is equals to x plus 2. So we need to factorize here or to find the coefficient of this one. Remember, in this bracket to be ax squared plus bx plus c. So we need the values of a, b, and c. How do we find that now? We're going to use this very helpful table. We're going to use this very helpful table here. Remember, our factor, it is what? It is minus 2. When you substitute minus 2 here, you get what? You get 0. So you must get 0 here. After working this table out, you must get 0 there also. So now let us check. What is the coefficient of x cubed? It is minus 1. What is the coefficient of x squared? It is positive 5. The coefficient of x, it is 8. And what is the constant number here? It is minus 12. It is minus 12 now. So let us start now. This is how this table works. You say minus 1 plus 0, it is still minus 1. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 1, it is positive 2. Sorry, it is positive 2. 5 plus 2, it is 7. Minus 2 multiplied by 7, you get minus 40. Right? 8 plus minus 14, you get what? You get minus 6. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 6, it gives you positive 12. Now negative 12 plus positive 12, you get what? You get 0. Immediately you see that when you add here or when you subtract here, you don't get 0. That simply means you have made a mistake somewhere there. So in other words, this is the value of A, this is the value of B, and this is the value of C. So we're going to substitute them there. So we have what? We have x plus 2 into what? The value of A there, it is minus multiplied by that, you get minus x squared. Plus what is the value of B? It is 7, so you get 7x. Plus what is the value of C there? It is minus 6. It is minus 6. You see now. So we need to factorize this again. So you take out this negative out as a common factor, put it there. You still have this bracket, which is the factor 1. So when you take out negative as a common factor there, you are left with x squared. With this one, it's positive. When you take out negative as a common factor, it will be negative 7x. This one is negative. When you take out negative as a common factor, then it will be left positive. So you divide the whole thing by negative, divide both sides by negative, it will leave us with a positive answer here. Let us factorize there. You have x minus 1 and x minus 6. So in other words, our x-intercept, we have, it's positive, therefore the x-intercept will be minus 2. Another x-intercept, it is negative, therefore the x-intercept will be positive 1. Another x-intercept, it is negative, therefore x will be positive 6. So in other words, you have minus 2 is to what? Minus 2 is to 0. Or you have positive 1 is to what? Positive 1 is to 0. Or you have positive 6 is to what? Positive 6 is to 0. It simply means when you take out negative 2 and substitute it there, you get 0. When you substitute positive 1 to this function, you get 0. When you substitute positive 6 to this function, you get what? You get 0. So these are our x-intercept. Where is our y-intercept? This is our y-intercept. What is left now? What is left is to find what? Is to find the stationary point or the turning points now. The turning points now. To find the turning points. Let us say this is 1. Turning points. You have f at x is equals to minus 3. Sorry, you have minus x cubed plus 5x squared plus 8x minus 12. That is our original function. That is our original function. So we need to find the turning points now. Now, the turning points of a cubic function, they are given by what? They are given by the first derivative of that function. The first derivative of this function will give us what? It will give us the turning point of that. Remember what the derivative gives you. It gives you what? It gives you the rate of change of a function at a point. Rate of change of a function at a point. It also gives you what? The derivative also gives you what? It gives you the gradient of a